The race for the Rookies of the Year is well underway, and Anthony Castrovince joins us to talk about some of the surprise young players that are kind of in the mix. And let's start with Mitch Hanniger. What a job he's doing for the Seattle Mariners, Anthony.
Yeah, he was kind of the unheralded element of the Gene Segura trade, but an important element from the Mariners' perspective. And they gave him the right field job, and a lot of people were curious about that. But he had a great spring, and now he's had a great start to the season. Kind of a jack of all trades. He can hit for power. He's got a little speed on the base pass, and he's a great defender in right field. He's shown that early on. So, while it was billed as the Gene Segura trade, it'll be interesting to see how this season develops. We might end up calling it the Mitch Hanniger trade.
Yeah, and 26 years old, not your classic prospect, but certainly doing the job in his first full year in the big leagues. All right, how about the Orioles? Already all that pop in the middle of that lineup, and now they add Trey Mancini into the mix, who's off to a historic start to his career.
Yeah, he had 7 home runs in his first 12 Major League games. Only 3 other guys, or one of only 3 guys to do that since 1913. And as you said, Tim, not a lineup that was lacking power, but he adds to that mix and adds just an interesting wrinkle to the daily lineups because, he can help you in a lot of spots. He acquitted himself pretty well in the outfield this spring, well enough to earn a spot on that opening day roster. So now he's an option for Buck Showalter in the corner outfield, an option at first base, an option at DH. They, of course, don't have an everyday spot for him unless injury strikes, but he's shown that in a limited role, he can provide pure power off that bench.
The Rockies are finally getting what they've been looking for years, and that's young pitching that can get things done at Coors Field. And so far this year, nobody's been better than Antonio Senzatella for that team.
Yeah, and you knew they had the young pitching going into spring camp. You didn't know if Senzatella would be part of that opening day picture. Chad Bettis, of course, unfortunately had that cancer recurrence, and that created a spot. And Senzatella really seized it this spring. He was terrific for them, and he's been terrific for them early on. It's only a few starts, and we'll see how the league adjusts to him. But, the big key for me is in his minor league career, he just walked 2 batters per 9 innings. And we know that while walking guys anywhere is bad, and in Coors Field, it's especially punitive. You don't want to hand out free traffic there. And, his ability to limit walks has been an asset for him here early on, and you expect that to continue going forward.